What if you could automate the process of creating and managing households in your MDM without writing a single line of code? What if you could easily adjust your rules for detecting households if your needs change? In this video, you'll learn about the automated householding capabilities in Reltio enabled by the new grouping service. The goal of the automated householding capability is to increase data team productivity with a simple UI for non-technical data stewards to easily and quickly create the necessary rules for automatic householding. Once these rules are in place, Reltio will automatically maintain and update household member data as changes and life events occur in the data, with no manual effort required. The generated household information can then become an important component in your marketing and customer service efforts. Let's have a look at this new capability in action. First order of business is I need to create a new grouping rule on the entity type I want to group together. For this example, I'll create these groups using data from the individual entity type. I now head into the match rule editor within the console, where I'll create a new match rule to identify my group members. Note we can now see a new match type here called automatically group. This is what we'll select along with the attributes that we want to use to determine our new groups. For our example, we'll create groups based on people having the same last name, street address, city, zip code, and state, so we select these as our attributes. Now we'll configure our rule based on these attributes. For our example, we want to perform exact matching on each attribute using an exact match tokenizer along with a basic string comparator on each one. After we save the new grouping match rule, we can head to the newly created grouping types option in the console, where we can now create the necessary metadata to populate the derived groups. Our first step is to specify the name and description of the group and to select the entity type that'll be the target to populate with the newly derived groups. In our example, I'm choosing party group as my target. In the next step, we specify the entity type that contains the data we want to group. This is known as the member entity type, and this is where we created our new rule earlier to perform the automatic grouping. We select the specific grouping match rule we created earlier, and then we select the relationship type to use to connect the members to the newly derived groups. Next, we select whether we want groups to be created based on a single member or more than one member in the group. In our case, we specify that groups must contain more than one member. Our last step is to specify how we want to populate the content for the newly derived groups. We can specify the rules to populate each attribute of the grouping entity. In this example, I specify that for the group name, we want to use an attribute value to populate the name, and specifically to pick last name. I can now add this rule to my group. Next, I'll choose a fixed value to populate the group type. Here I'll select derived household as the fixed value. I can now add this to the list of existing rules to populate the data for my new group. Once I click Save, we have a newly defined grouping type called household with associated rules to generate the data. As data flows into Reltio, the automated grouping rule will constantly evaluate the incoming data to determine whether new members should be added to existing groups, whether new groups need to be created, or whether members need to be removed from existing groups. Let's now switch to a live example to see the grouping service in action. In the Reltio UI, I'm looking at a well-populated profile for a single record. Note this profile already belongs to a derived household, as we can see in the Party Groups facet at the bottom of the screen. Clicking on this relationship takes me to that derived household record and shows me there are two current members. Note the audit trail on the right side shows that this group was created by G-System, which is the grouping service. I'll now switch to Salesforce, which is integrated with the Reltio tenant to quickly add a new record with the same last name and address into Reltio. The save operation in Salesforce will trigger a create or update in Reltio via the Salesforce connector. If I now refresh my household group, we'll see a new member entity, Melissa Lawn, that has been added to this household based on the same last name and address that we just entered in Salesforce. Let's now look at how members are automatically removed from a group. If I pivot into one of the members, you'll notice the existing relationship to the derived household in the facet at the bottom. I will now switch to edit mode and remove the address. This update will in turn trigger the grouping service to re-evaluate the groups this person belongs to, and because this member no longer meets the criteria, which was same last name and address, the relationship to the prior derived group is removed automatically. I can now use the Google-like search capability in the UI to quickly search for the name lawn, which is the last name of my member entities. Note, I'm not telling Reltio which entity type to search in, it's just looking across everything. I can scroll down here and click into the lawn-derived household, and I will now see that I'm back to just 2 members, Jackson and Melissa. My prior member, Aiden, is no longer there because his address was removed. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of the new Reltio grouping service, which leverages 2 of the core capabilities of the Reltio platform, namely entity resolution and relationship management. Like what you saw in this video? Keep watching this series to see more demos of our product in action, or contact us for a complimentary consultation with our team. Thanks for watching.